1. Bread is one of the oldest prepared foods, with evidence of bread making dating back at least 30,000 years. 2. The first breads were likely made from wild grains, which were crushed and mixed with water to form a paste. 3. The earliest leavened breads were made using sourdough starters, which rely on natural yeasts and bacteria to ferment the dough. 4. The invention of commercial yeast in the mid-19th century revolutionized bread making, allowing for quicker and more consistent rise times. 5. The word bread comes from the Old English word bread, which means fragment. 6. The most popular type of bread in the world is white bread, followed by brown bread and whole wheat bread. 7. The baguette, a long and thin loaf of bread, is one of the most iconic breads in the world and originated in France. 8. In ancient Egypt, bread was considered so important that it was sometimes used as currency. 9. The process of making bread involves mixing flour, water, yeast, and salt to form a dough, which is then kneaded and allowed to rise before baking. 10. Some types of bread, like sourdough, can take several days to make, while others, like quick breads, can be made in under an hour. 11. Bread is a staple food in many cultures around the world, and is often eaten with meals or used as a sandwich filling. 12. The United States is the largest consumer of bread in the world, with an estimated 53 pounds consumed per person each year. 13. Bread is a good source of carbohydrates, which provide energy to the body. 14. Whole wheat bread is a healthier option than white bread, as it contains more fiber and nutrients. 15. Bread is a good source of B vitamins, which help the body convert food into energy. 16. The average slice of bread contains around 70 calories. 17. In some cultures, bread is a symbol of hospitality and is offered to guests as a sign of welcome. 18. Bread pudding, a dessert made by soaking bread in milk or cream and then baking it with eggs and sugar, is a popular dish in many countries. 19. Some breads, like pumpernickel, are made using a combination of different flours, like rye and wheat. 20. Flatbreads, like naan and pita, are made by rolling out the dough and cooking it on a hot surface, like a griddle or oven. 21. The croissant, a buttery and flaky pastry that originated in France, is made using a similar process as bread dough. 22. Brioche, a rich and buttery bread that is often served as a breakfast pastry, is made using eggs and butter in addition to flour, water, and yeast. 23. Bread dough can be used to make a variety of baked goods, like rolls, buns, and pizza crusts. 24. Some types of bread, like cornbread and Irish soda bread, are made without yeast and rely on baking soda or baking powder for leavening. 25. Bread machines, which automate the process of making bread, became popular in the 1990s. 26. In some cultures, bread is baked in a communal oven or shared among neighbors. 27. Sliced bread, which was first sold in the 1920s, revolutionized the way people ate bread and made sandwiches more convenient. 28. The phrase, "the best thing since sliced bread," is used to describe something that is seen as a major innovation or improvement. 29. In ancient Rome, bakers were required by law to sell bread at a fixed price to prevent price gouging. 30. The world's largest bread loaf was made in Italy in 2012 and weighed over 1,000 pounds. 31. In many cultures, bread is used as a religious symbol and as part of religious ceremonies and rituals. 32. The word toast comes from the Latin word tostum, meaning to burn. 33. In some cultures, bread is decorated with patterns or symbols before baking to create a decorative effect. 34. In medieval Europe, bread was sometimes used as a plate or bowl for other foods. 35. The crust on bread forms when the surface of the dough dries out during baking, creating a crispy outer layer. 36. Some types of bread, like focaccia and ciabatta, are made with olive oil in addition to flour, water, and yeast. 37. The word ciabatta means slipper in Italian, and the bread is named for its shape, which resembles a slipper. 38. In many cultures, bread is a symbol of sustenance and is given as a gift to friends and family. 39. The sourdough bread used to make San Francisco sourdough has a distinctive tangy flavor due to the unique strains of yeast and bacteria found in the city. 40. In some cultures, bread is baked with objects like coins or beans hidden inside, and the person who finds the object is said to have good luck. 41. In ancient Greece, bread was often flavored with spices and herbs to enhance its taste. 42. The process of making bread involves the production of carbon dioxide gas, which causes the dough to rise. 43. The crust on bread protects the soft interior from drying out and helps to keep the bread fresh for longer. 44. In some cultures, bread is served with a variety of spreads and dips, like butter, jam, hummus, or baba ganoush. 45. In many cultures, bread is eaten as a breakfast food and is often served toasted with butter or jam. 46. The gluten in bread dough is what gives bread its chewy texture and allows it to rise. 47. The French word for bread, pain, is pronounced the same as the English word, pan. 48. Some types of bread, like challah and brioche, are enriched with eggs and butter, making them richer and more flavorful than other types of bread. 49. The first recorded use of breadcrumbs was in the Middle Ages, when they were used to thicken soups and stews, and as a coating for fried foods. 50. If you are eating bread while hitting the like button, another video will appear.